Hello everyone, Charles here with SlickTrade.net, and in this video I'm going to cover the market commentary for the upcoming week. These last couple weeks have been great. I did not do a video the last 2 weeks. I just did our normal post with screenshots and new defined ranges and take profits and such, but I am back to doing a video here. Last week for the New Zealand dollar on the 4-hour time frame, we had a beautiful break to the upside and price did not come back down. We really weren't tested at all. Initially we were here, but it didn't come anywhere near a stop loss, and he had the potential to make about 141 pips. As far as results are concerned, there'll be 125 because we do around 25 pip increments. So, excuse me, for the upcoming week, if you are new to the room or just new to trading in general, or haven't really watched the market commentary, I'd like to explain a little bit of what we do, and that is, I usually watch for around a 50 pip range, at least on the 4-hour time frame. We create a new defined range here, based on previous support and resistance, and you want to stay around, within that 50 pip range. So here we have 35 pips. Okay, price has broke above the whole moving average right here. The professor setup with the B bands is not showing a long yet. It's still showing short here. But price definitely retraced and did create a new high versus our previous here. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Okay, this could just be a correction here, a deeper correction. Okay, but we'll see. I personally like to base. I personally like to base my trades on the daily time frame, not the 4-hour. But everyone has a different trading style and tolerance and trading plan in general. So, as far as a new defined range, hold on 1 second here. This is the upper portion, and this is the lower portion. Okay. Be sure to trail your stops, okay, to get the maximum profit. And to avoid getting caught in a trade that is going against you, okay? Whatever your rules are, please stick to them. It is very, very important. The New Zealand dollar and the daily last week hit all of our take profits. Same thing. There was very little resistance against us here, and you had the potential to gain about 113. Should be 100 as far as results are concerned. Okay. At this point, okay, so if we take a look, as far as the professor setup is concerned, this is still showing a short with the B bands. The whole moving average is still showing a short. However, we are definitely in a correction phase. Okay, so we'll see what happens. As far as a new defined range is concerned and new take profits, again, we're basing them on previous support and resistance. When you look at the daily time frame, is a much more reliable source as far as take profits are concerned. Actually, bring this down to here. Okay. So this is a pretty solid plan of attack right there. This I'm putting kind of right in the center. We had some resistance kind of back and forth, or a little consolidation period. So I'm moving that there. Here is our new defined range on the daily. I'm going to say that this is currently in a consolidation period. And like I said last week, we may experience a retrace, which is exactly what happened. That last week was a full retrace at that point. So I'll get rid of that. And our new defined range or new key levels, whichever terminology you prefer. There we go. So that is our plan of attack for the daily. Aussie dollar on the 4-hour time frame. Last week we had a break to the upside. We did have a bit of a retrace here. It did not come down to a stop loss at all, but depending how you trade this and if you have a trail stop in place and what your trail stop is, you may have broke even with this, or you may have gained. So right here, initially we went up 40 pips into profit. Okay. So more than likely, if you had a trail stop, then you would have gained probably about 25 pips on that move. Okay. Again, it depends how you have it set. It depends if you trade it manually, or automatic, or have some type of, if you use like one of the trail stops in the room, for the EAs. So it just really kind of depends. So it went up about 108 pips in profit. Okay. But again, it just kind of depends how you trade that and how tight of a trail you've got, because it did end up coming 9 pips below here. I guess maybe 10. Let's just say 10, just to be safe there. So it just kind of depends how tight you have a trail stop. Okay, whether that would have come back down and taking you out of the trade or not, or if you don't use a trail stop and just do multiple positions with a 25 pip increments. It just kind of depends. I look at support and resistance and base all of my trading off of the support and resistance. I do prefer to trade manually over any kind of automatic system. But if you're newer to this, then you might be using automatic, or if you just like certain EAs in room, or your own EAs, things like that, then it all depends. It all depends on the settings that you chose as far as that. So for the upcoming week, like I said, on the 4-hour, we like to stay within a 50 pip range. 34 there, so that fits. Base it on previous support and resistance here. Our new defined range is here. On the daily, same thing, broke above, beautiful hit or take profits, and then some. You have the potential to gain about 96 pips, 99 pips. Okay, as far as results are concerned, that's 75. And then as far as the upcoming week, like I said, last week, same thing as the New Zealand dollar. I expected that we might have a retrace, so that's exactly what happened. So as far as the Aussie dollar on the daily, the professor is showing a short with the B-bands and with the whole moving average. Price is below. However, we're a little ways away, so that retrace, its price is essentially correcting itself. We'll see what happens in the upcoming week. We could just continue into a short. We didn't create a new high or anything here. So I would say, I mean, price could very well come up to this daily resistance of 0.76611. If it goes above the month one resistance of 0.77522, then we're just continuing in a consolidation period. Price is making up its mind, but it really looks like an overall short. Okay, so we may experience a little bit of continuation up, but I think overall we are in that short trend. I mean, we have broke below this whole consolidation period here at the 0.76051. So we'll see what price does. But overall, this has set up beautifully for a short trend overall on the daily. So as far as new defined range, and new take profits, here's the upper portion. Like I said, overall, this is currently in a short trend. We did experience that initial retrace. So I'm going to get rid of that. And our new key levels are here. Here. Dollar franc. Another beautiful move. Again, I mean, we've had some gorgeous weeks here. So we had our break to the downside. Price really didn't come back. You had the potential to gain 71 pips. As far as results are concerned, that'd be 50. And for the upcoming week, new defined range, we'll find our previous support and resistance. Stay within the 50 pip range. Perfect. Here's the upper portion. Lower. Go. And oops, as far as the daily is concerned, another beautiful one. Header take profits. Little to no resistance against us. Potential to gain 58 pips on that move, which means 50 as far as results are concerned. Upcoming week, new key levels, right about here. You see, it had gone into a long, may experience that initial retrace, which is exactly what happened. We are still above the whole moving average. The professor on B-bands is still showing long. So we'll see if price breaks below the 0.91038 level, then I think we're going to go into a consolidation period. But overall, this could just be that retrace and then continuation up. Okay, so we'll see. Be sure to protect your profits. But overall, it is still holding true to the long trend set up. Okay. Euro dollar on the 4-hour. Another beautiful move. Had the potential to gain about 83 pips. 75 as far as results are concerned. New defined range. And on the daily, again, another beautiful move. Hit our first two take profits. Oops. And then some. So it went up about 92. If you adjust to the take profits, 80. Either way, as far as results are concerned, that's 75. Upcoming week. Oh, did not mean to do that. Come on. Computer's being dumb right now. Okay. The upper portion of the defined range or key levels. We already experienced our initial retrace from last week. It's kind of funny how all of them set up that way and all of them followed suit. That does not always happen. So you want to make sure you're always sticking to your rules, your trading plan. Never force a trade, never get greedy. It's very, very important to ensure success overall in your trading career. So this was here last week. I don't know why that one didn't move forward. So the pound dollar, same thing, beautiful move up. Had the potential to gain about 139 pips. 125 as far as results are concerned. New defined range here. we're looking at right about here and here. Kilo or take profits, I'm going to keep the same. So we are looking at potential trend reversal. Still waiting on the trend reversal. We've been waiting for a while. We've been in this consolidation period for, let's see here. Here was our break. Here was really where we entered it. So that was end of February, beginning of March. So we will see what happens in these upcoming weeks. Actually, this is a little, well, no, it's 93 pip range. Just looks a little small. We'll keep it there because I like to stay within 100 for daily. Okay. So that's our plan for the upcoming week. We'll see what happens. Cheers to another successful week. It was beautiful. Everything really followed suit with very, very little resistance against us. So we'll see what happens. All right. You guys have a good one, and I will see you in the room. Take care.